it more error than trial? I don't know.
Street party.
Oh, yes. I wonder what the neighbors will say. So, guys, we must change the wallpaper on this too. On this background, yeah, on this
Oh, yes.
chat
Did we
window.
change socials?
Not yet. I've been trying to change everything else, and then this podcast pops up, and I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So
I know, it's so annoying. We should just leave it right here. I agree.
let's just call it here and not have anything else to talk about. Welcome, everybody. It is, can you believe it's episode 9, guys? We've done 9 of these things.
You
Wasn't it
confused
9
me with
last
the
week?
episode numbers last week. Yeah, I don't know where we are.
I feel like last week you said it was 9, and now you're saying it's 9.
No, last week it was 8. This week that's definitely 9 this week. I've got it on good authority by my scripting, which incredibly I've done for every issue, even though it's just notes, to keep track of this exact thing that we're talking about. So last week we had a challenge, Oaks. How do you think you did? 50
I
rand.
feel like I won.
I don't know. We haven't quite debated that out yet.
No.
So we had a little challenge that I put out to the team. Find a game under 50 rand, even if it's on special. That's cool. Especially if it's on special, I think that's when you're going to find the real gems.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, let's compare notes and see what everybody else thinks. And we'll obviously have an article up and some videos up tomorrow, just talking about this as well, so we can visualize everything. But Ariel, have you got the list of everything in front of you? What everybody submitted?
Well, I have me, Cody, and Oliver, but you and Len were too good to fill out the form that was so nicely put there for you guys, and you did separate Word documents. So.
Oh, I didn't realize that there was a form. I saw the Word doc and I thought I should just drop it there. So
no,
I didn't see the brief. I didn't see the brief for that form. Sorry.
And ask Cody, it was a brief, right?
I'll reflect. But I told you this morning, there's so many chats happening on that bloody chat room. I don't sit on it all day, chat to you guys like you guys chat to each other all day on there. So it's a give and take. It's a give and take. It's a give and take.
Let's focus on my game because it's one that everyone's going to care about because it's the best. So,
but let's start. Well, no, but considering your pick might.
On the list.
No, but let's start at the bottom of the list. Like, let's start with the people that's not here. What did Len and Oliver choose? Yeah, let's go with Oliver. What did he choose?
Okay, so Oliver picked a game. He picked 2 games.
That's cheating.
One game was his fail pick, which was Lego Brawls.
Oh, yes, he did talk to me about that, where the game just stopped working and...
But even beyond that, like, it looked really, really cool. I think you even said it was one of your inspirations for this whole
It was
challenge.
my original pick, yeah.
But, like, even though it effectively stopped working and he couldn't do anything in it, when he could play, it's an exceptionally dead game. To the point that the devs don't even support it anymore, and they haven't released an update or patch for over 2 years now.
This is why I gotta read the Steam page, guys.
So a lot of the community have even stopped reporting issues like the game not loading, crashes, etc. because the devs, it's abandonware. So
actually, Cody, you make a good point there. Sorry, Ariel, I'm totally interrupting you. Well, let's get back to it now. Ariel, you can finish. I just want to talk about the Steam page.
I was just going to say, so if you have 24 rand to spare, skip that one.
Yeah, that was a sadly but goodly advice because I bought it before I got his in-depth review. But Cody, you make a flipping good point there. I think we often look at these games, we see, oh, good special or good-looking game. Mm-hmm. Then you look at the comments and it's mostly positive or it's fine, you kind of skip over that. But you really need to analyze the comments to understand, especially with a game that involves multiplayer, right?
Yeah.
Well, what would you say people need to do? I mean, where else can we look on the page? Because I avoid all of those things. I just go, oh, cheap price, screenshots look nice, ratings seem okay. I sometimes skip through them. It's my own fault. It's my own fault.
I do is, you obviously check the ratings. Even if it's mostly positive, check when the most recent
helpful
review
and
came
most
from.
recent, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
you
if
can
the-
categorize them like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most helpful helps, but it could still be from 6 years ago,
Yes,
if
it has to
it's-
be most helpful mixed with most recent,
Yeah.
and then you make your own choice.
Yeah, because I mean, like, this game looks good on paper. It's got like all the makings of Super Mario Smash or Brawlhalla or the other one that Brawlhalla copied that I can't remember. But if it's not working, it's because the devs haven't done anything in 2 years. And like you said, with multiplayer, servers go down. Maybe they don't have the servers up anymore, And
Yeah,
24
yeah.
rand is a lot of money. You could have bought my game instead.
You could have bought my game even.
But isn't this a wonderful thing of what we're doing here? So you can figure this out.
But it goes beyond even just like at 24 rand, most people are just not even going to bother to return it. They're just going to chalk it up to, okay, I got burnt, whatever. But the same thing has happened many times at games that are like 300, 400, 500 rand, in which case it becomes an issue. So yes, Steam reviews.
Yeah, and also, I mean, a lot of 24 rand reviews add up, right? I mean, you don't want to be getting into that habit of. Sorry, I was
Don't be
late.
a Richard, be a Ariel and a Cody.
Well, look, in the spirit of this challenge, okay, I forgot we can share screens here. So that's Brawl Rooms. That was Oliver's pick. But I mean, that does look cool because you can make figurines. I mean, who doesn't want to make a minifig? And then you can fight with them.
Who doesn't love Lego?
I mean, I would say the small community is one thing. If a couple of friends buy it, you can still play it together for a little bit and that's it. But I mean, if the game's fundamentally broken.
Yeah, pity.
Yeah, so I should play it for 10 minutes and then refund it. I mean, Lego should be better. Lego suck all our money with real bricks and then they suck our money with broken games. Is that how it works? All right, Ariel, what's the next game on the list?
So the game that Oliver replaced this with was Rounds.
Like
so
Rounds.
Rounds is basically a Balatro meets platform shooter, he says.
Whoa, if you bring Balatro into this conversation, you better be very sure that you use that word correctly. Okay, I'm open. I'm all ears.
He says that the queue times are relatively short despite the low player count. Match times can vary between 10 and 15 minutes depending on your score. And he thinks at the end of the day it is worth picking up for 50 rand.
Okay, I mean, I'm still shook by that Balatro comment. How do you feel about it, Ariel? Like, I'm trying to...
Just because it has cards in it doesn't mean you can just like, oh, Balatro. That's not how this works.
Exactly. And also, like, controversial take here. But, like, this game screams bought assets. Like, it's all I see when I look at it. And even if you only have 50 rand, there are other games of a higher quality.
That looked like an Among Us dude. Is that an Among Us dude there?
Well, bought assets, maybe. They just used some old assets.
Let's knock the game, not the man. No, but I mean, look, that goes to show you can have fun with anything, right? If challenge was set, you can certainly play. I mean, I can see you picking this up with a junior somewhere and just having some fun.
Yeah, look, the video does look fun, I'll say that much.
But you're not wrong with the assets thing. Or maybe it's just, easy access assets, royalty free. So 59 rand. Yeah, okay. I'm not arguing, I promise. But look at how happy that dude looks. Okay, next. What is up next?
Wait, are we scoring these, or we're gonna score these later?
Well, it's a good question. I didn't even think about how do we score this. Do we score it collectively as a group and then rank them from top to bottom?
We should, and then you can't vote for your own. Yeah?
Yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea. Bumfluffsky asked if we've spoken about Vampire Survivors of Driftwood. I don't know. Are they under $50 these days?
But we've already play
Oh, but you were talking
those.
about cheap games. Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's Vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, good question. Oh, Vampire Survivors
Did
is
you
50
just
bucks.
ask what
Ooh,
Vampire
50 on the
Survivors
dot.
is?
No, he was gonna say, "What's the cost? What's the cost?"
What's the
Oh.
cost? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like hide and shake.
And Driftwood.
Driftwood.
Uh,
16
Close.
rand. Is that the one he's talking about? Driftwood 118.
no,
what is
it's
it?
got to be the top one. What? What's the
Maybe it was a
16 rand
special.
one?
Yeah, I'm checking now. A short
No, that's
walking
not what he's
simulator
talking
about the
about.
North Sea at night.
Nah,
This is what we're talking about.
bum. This can't be your
No.
game.
Yeah, no, it's probably the other one.
That's
But yeah,
even
look,
Zero.
negative.
0 out of 10.
I can see Driftwood being a 50 rand sale game
Yeah.
at 118, right?
That
Oh,
is
it's like a
Driftwood.
downhill skating. This is pretty cool.
Oh, that looks better.
I'll
Okay,
add this to my wish list.
Cody,
Okay, yeah.
tell us about
Yes.
your game.
No, wait, we didn't do the other missing person.
Oh, Lens.
Yes.
Oh, Lane. Let me draw up the
Retro
second
Wave.
documents.
I
Such
saw
an effort.
I saw
Oh,
him
just
playing
okay,
this
Retro
while I was
Wave
trying
review.
to work.
And what is the spectator value of this game?
Honestly, when I was standing or sitting behind him watching him play this game, he was on some sort of cyberpunky level, like the one in the picture, like it was just Tron style. And it just looked like, you know, that game where it's not actually a game, it just has the map that rolls on a piece
Yes.
of paper and you just kind of turn the car. That's what it looked like to me. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it looked like.
So years ago, before this game launched, when I was still doing YouTube, I was sent an early preview of this game, and it's great. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Oh,
Spectator
interesting.
value 0. Playing a different story.
I mean, floating Porsches flying between planets, okay?
It looks nice.
What did Lens say? So what did Lens think of this?
Lane went, it's super addictive. It's the perfect mix of 80s synth pop, and there are 10 cars to choose from that can be modded. But he said there's no need other than making your cars shocking pink. And then you can just drive around and laugh as you near miss the slower driver. Hoot at them and laugh some more as you rake up points that'll see your name atop a global leaderboard.
So I have it on good authority that Len reviewed this game on an incredibly expensive racing simulator. But using a keyboard and mouse. So do with that
Yes.
information what you will.
That makes no sense. He went and got a
Imagine
racing
sitting in
game
a
and didn't
bucket
even use the
seat
steering wheel.
In a, exactly. Imagine sitting in a proper bucket seat in a racing sim with your mouse and keyboard. It feels so wrong.
Yeah, where do you draw the line? I mean, it's like I don't want to go. Oh, hey, look at
Oh, a
that.
Cybertruck.
That makes it so. It's obviously they obviously updated. I mean, when is it released? When was the
Wow.
last update? Yeah.
Who knows? Should be
Where
in
did they
the
put that
review.
information?
No,
Update
update
history.
history right there.
Yeah. 2023
Okay.
major updates.
Well, I mean, how much
Yeah.
updates does a game like this need? It probably works perfectly. Probably flawless.
Maybe
Okay,
they
good
should
pick,
add
Len.
steering wheels.
At least
Okay,
this game
now is
worked,
it
I
me?
guess.
Is it me?
Yes. Well,
I
yeah.
picked
What's the game
best
called?
game. The game's called
Let's see.
Besiege.
Besiege. Yeah, I did see this. I almost picked it.
You see?
Besiege, right? This one.
Besiege, that's the one.
I did buy it.
Basically-
Look at that. Look at that. It's already in your Steam library.
See, that's got to be some points right there.
I've been looking at this game for a long time. I really have, because it looks really interesting. So what
It's
can you
very
tell us
cool.
about it?
So basically, as you can see in the video, you get a little blocky in the middle, and you literally have free reign. There's no restriction on like how many parts you can put on. Okay, you got to keep within the bounds of the box. That's the only thing. But you can let your imagination run wild and build the most creative destruction vehicle you can think of. Look at that thing. and then you just have to and you just have to do what the objective does. So it's like got pretty simple ones. See, this guy's got a spinning thing. So like just destroy the tower. Other ones include like drop off a load of wood. So you kind of have to change your machine every time you play it. But because you get free reign and it's all physics based, like you just let your imagination run wild. So I remember for the one, I think it's in the video, you have to kill all the enemies, basically what he's doing here. And I just built a flamethrower spinny machine that literally burns itself
Copyright.
to death. Copyright, yes. It burns itself
Can
to
I
death
just-
and everyone dies. It's fantastic.
Can I just say, how are you this
That sounds
evil
awesome.
explaining how people burn themselves to death and die? But I'm like, play this little horror game with me, and you're like, no, can't.
But this is visually horrifying.
Yeah, there's a difference. This
And there's
one is-
sharks.
Look
I mean,
at
how
that.
cool is that?
It's very
I mean,
cool.
what's the process like of building games? Is it pretty complex? Is it easy?
Look, they've
Building
got
games,
so
building machines.
you can go as simple as you want or as complex as you want. So they give you like the mini cube in the middle, and then I don't even know. There's like 70 different blocks that you can add, and then you add support, and like everything makes a difference. So you can go as complex or as simple as you want, really. Just like I said, let your imagination run wild. Some of them I just build like a 4x4 and I drive over all the sheep. Others I build like a
you can do it
kamikaze
creatively.
cage. Yeah, no, it's very cool. It's very cool. I mean, it's very simple. It's got cozy vibes until you start blowing everything up. But it's nice because it's accessible, and then once you get into it, you really start getting creative. So, spinny thing
I
is a
love that.
technical term.
That's
I
very
think
cool.
Besiege has my vote.
This is very cool. It's not. It might be the most universally appealing game, to be honest. All right, Ariel, do you want to go first, or should I go first? I feel like
Go first.
I feel like
Go
yours
for
is
it.
the one we should end on. I mean, you've made such a big claim about it being the best game ever.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
guys,
don't
I
know.
found.
Besiege could overtake it for sure.
No, I'm worried now myself. I'm worried myself. Bumfluffsky saying again, cozy sheep squashing. That's pretty cool.
They should.
Right, so
we
I've-
should tell
yeah.
the Steam page to put that in. Cozy sheep squashing.
No, we should.
No.
What about slaps and beans as opposed to cozy,
Slaps and
cozy
beans.
cozy sheep squashing? So yeah, I don't know if you guys might be too young to know what Bud Spencer is, and Terence Hill. This might be like 40 years before you were born.
I'm
Probably.
literally engaged to an old person.
And
That's
did you
also
know
true.
what it
He
is?
might know this. He may have
Yes.
introduced it to you before. Okay. Does he still have the VHS box set at the back of the house there? So Bud Spencer, Bud Spencer and Terence Hill, very famous duo from the 70s and the 80s, and it was a massive throwback in terms of just seeing the name. And then I realized this game only came out in 2017, which is like 40 years after the TV show was up. How crazy is that? So somebody was a big enough fan to bring it out only recently.
Yeah,
And the
not
show
too
hasn't been
long
on
ago.
air for 40 years. Yeah. Anyway, it looks very appealing from an aesthetic point of view. It's got this arcade, low poly, 8-bit kind of style, but it's gorgeous to play, and everything about it is very arcadey. Even the menu. The menu and the options that you're looking at, it's got this aesthetic of you looking at it at like a monitor, like a old school CRT arcade cabinet.
Nice.
Gameplay is very straightforward. It's a button smasher, so you basically best played with controller, I think. But yeah, you just kind of murder these oaks. The original boot fighter, I think. And then you, at the end of some of the stages, you get to this point where you have to. So kind of the only shooting that there is not like running around with a gun and shooting. You have this mechanic where the bullseye moves around, and you just have to match it up with the guys that you're trying to shoot, and then the action will happen after that. But there's some racing, a lot of some horse riding, car riding. It's a nice old school throwback, and if you have a friend to play this, I think it'll be a much better experience, similar to Golden Axe and Double Dragon used to give us back in the day. It's got very much that kind of playful vibes, I thought.
Yeah,
I
Come and tear it
actually
up.
really like this.
yeah, I like this one as well. I love games that like still look old school or feel like when we used to play games, but they have the modern updates. So like it's slicker and the movement feels good, but it still looks like an old school game, which is very cool.
Yeah, it's very much got that style, and I mean it's beautiful. It just even on a kind of a bigger screen, it translates well. I do want to put this into an actual like that arcade cabinet we have at the office.
Ooh.
Putting this into that would actually be a really cool experience. It'll be like this, like you said, it's
Yeah.
got this new vibe, but plays like an old game.
Yeah,
If you can get it for $50, I think it's still on special right now. Yeah, I would recommend it. It's certainly a lot of
What's
fun.
its normal price?
120.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's very cool. This one gets my vote so far, since I'm not allowed to vote for my own.
Well, you're not going to
Yeah.
vote for my game. I can guarantee it.
When you said horror, immediately no. Retro with hair physics, that's exactly how it should be explained.
it's funny. Yeah, it's funny you mention that the hair physics, because it's actually very good. Look at that as you slap people around.
Yeah.
Very cool.
very
Very
cool.
cool.
Jinx.
I haven't reached the racing stage yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Do you think it's cover material, guys?
Yeah, that
Bud
looks really good.
Spencer cover.
No.
I'm surprised I managed to find a game that Ariel doesn't have in her 2 million strong collection.
True. But it's Bud's and it's probably in Larry's collection.
In Larry's.
You see, there's a shooting
Probably
mechanic where
in
you
the
just
family library, if you check.
family library. Now, that's a very cool setup you guys have there. Very exclusionary.
Community-driven.
Yeah, that very
It's not
community.
Yeah. Very. Community up to 5.
Up to exactly. Small but effective.
Yep.
All right, let's hear about this. So nobody else has got a comment on this fantastic award-winning potential game.
I mean, what's a better comment than it's got my vote so far? I don't think there's a better comment.
I was trying to win over Ariel. Just
Okay, my opinion means
No.
nothing. It's just
no, I've already got your
Ariel's
opinion.
vote.
I've got your vote. I've got your vote,
No,
Cody.
besiege all the way so far.
Okay, this might be a tie.
Show
All
us
right,
this
Ariel, let's see this horror game.
Okay. It's not really a horror game. It's Buckshot Roulette.
This did look cool, I'm not going to lie. I did wish
So,
this just
if you
immediately.
guys ever played Inscription, which was like the same art style but a card game, it has the same sort of vibe. You're literally just playing roulette with a shotgun. So it's a roguelike, and every single round starts off where this unnamed guy is sitting in front of you, and then he loads shotgun bullets into the shotgun. The live bullets are red and the blanks are blue. So you have to mentally count, okay, there's 4 live and there's 5 blanks. Then you have only 2 options. You can shoot yourself, you can shoot him. If you shoot yourself, you instantly get another turn. If you shoot him, it becomes his turn. And the only way that you can sort of influence this beyond a guess is every round you're allowed 4 items. And some of the items, like the magnifying glass, lets you peek inside the shotgun to see if it's blank or it's live. Or you get a blade where you can turn the shotgun into a sword off, so it does 4 damage instead of 2 damage. And you're just trying to get out of this alive. It's simple, it's raw, it's not a pretty game to look at, but it's really addictively fun on a math level where you're trying to work out like
Maths.
what is better, where are the odds more in my favor.
And you can get a bundle with Phasmophobia. I mean, that's worth investing in.
That's not scary at all. It's bundled with Phasmophobia. Come on. Honestly,
Look,
it
this
feels
does
like
look good.
Saw.
Yeah. And kind of the grittiness of the visuals kind of add to the atmosphere. That's what I thought when I saw this the first time. It's
not horror. It's just
I'm scared.
shotguns.
No, I know, man. I know, but I do like the aesthetic. I think it's the kind of thing that I'll play on a mobile on a mobile phone. That seems to me like a good platform for that too.
Yeah,
that's
it
just
looks
me.
cool. It looks cool, but I don't know.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's like infinite running through levels. It's great. Highly recommend if the visuals appeal to you.
Yeah, true. Mr. Bum says family bundle. We'd like to play this with every light on in the house. No, but this looks good. I don't know. It's a tough choice. I mean, I can see why mine is the best game, but I would certainly go for this.
If I had to vote, I'd pick Regis game as well.
Work
if
with
I can't
babies.
vote for
That's
mine,
what I do.
We're going to be in a traditional three-way standoff here. So we're going to have to go to the chat. I don't know who's watched enough of the each of the gameplay footage. But
we can play Buckshot roulette to see who wins.
like the new rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's great, Ariel. That's a good. What I like about this pick, it's something I've never even seen this, and I look at this team list quite often. So I'm like, is there like a subcategory of games that I've never got into? And then you go, oh, this is not a game you normally play. Where is it? This game doesn't look like other things you've played in the past. So I'm like, oh, that's why I don't see it. Thank you, Steam. Now you telling me what I can and can't see.
It knows.
But again, like, if you played Inscription, you'll love this. Same art style, same everything. Oh, look, it's even bundled with Inscription.
It's in the
And
bundle called literally
Inscription
the same
is
game bundle.
Fantastic.
Oh, so this is another one you recommend. Okay.
This game is great. This was one of the best games I played.
Ever or within a period of like 82 to 83?
It's definitely in my like top 10 games.
Okay, if it's on special, I'll grab that. At least you didn't say it's Belatro level, so respect for that.
Bellatro's not in my top 10 games.
That looks cool.
That looks
This
good.
one looks more appealing than Buckshot, I'll say that. In the
It looks better.
way. Yeah.
But I do like that grittiness of Buck. There's just something about it that like works. Riveting.
Okay.
Oh, so I've got one vote for my game.
Yeah.
I think it's a vote. Is that a vote? Text green,
That's a
game
vote.
over. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a vote.
So we still have a couple of minutes until the show comes to an end. Let's see if we can. I know Len and that's why it's so quiet. Len and Oliver's in a meeting, so that's why they've not yet. It's probably a good thing that they've not seen this stream yet.
Like, they've not seen that none of us voted for their games. I will
When we
say
post the
Retro Wave
reviews
I would
later.
vote for, but I'm not voting for, what was it, Rounds.
Yeah, you made your thoughts on that game perfectly clear.
Shame. Okay.
So yeah, I mean,
Cool. We'll post the reviews and then people can comment their votes later. Then we get a good spread. A fair
yeah,
spread.
exactly. Maybe let's. Because I voted for Cody's game as well, seeing as I can't vote for my own. But did I? Or should I go for Buckshot? No, let's see the comments on this video, and then we can make an official. We can update the article with kind of what some of the reader votes are.
Nice.
I feel like Cody's game has a more universal appeal than Buckshot Roulette, for sure.
Yeah, see? It's a cozy game and a killing game and a physics game and a math game. It's all of y'all's games in one. It's got driving. It's got round
I mean,
things.
you
Got
can't
Lego
argue
building
with that.
aspects.
Lego building. It's all the
I mean,
best parts of your games in one.
Okay. I mean, that's not the way I would sell it, but yes. It does look fun. And then
Yeah,
let's
it's
just,
cool.
for the
It's a good
record,
time.
let's just have a look at old. What? There's another one out.
Ooh, 2. Slaps and Beans 2.
Damn. 2 years? Okay, but it wasn't under $50. That's why I didn't see it. But that's pretty interesting. I wonder what's changed. It just looks maybe a deeper storyline. The storyline on it isn't like the most riveting thing, obviously, but it's slapstick. It's silly.
Yeah, I don't think it's supposed to have that kind of story.
But anyway, that's not the one we actually slaps. This is the one that I did get for under $50. I mean, look at that breathing technique. I mean, that's scary, right?
I love Bum Fluffsky's comment. The Siege is more accessible to everyone. Spencer Hill appeals to the true lovers, and Buckshot is for people who love horror games about shotguns. True.
That's so true. That's so true. Oh, you said retro. Appeals to the retro
Yeah.
lovers. So it was, I mean,
Said
actually,
so.
The tro.
Yeah.
That's how retro people call themselves. Tros.
but I mean, I guess I like the diversity in this. I mean, apart from the bottom 2 picks, you know, I think the top 3 really shows the diversity in the kind of random love for games.
Did Oliver get the bottom 2 picks? He got both bottom 2 picks.
I think that the Lego Brawls would have done
Yes,
really well
unfortunately.
if it actually worked properly. So I still need to install it. I haven't installed it yet, so I'll see if it works my side. Because that's also a kind of game that you can, you know, if you have a small family or a couple of friends, you know, you each get the game, cost you $20, have a couple of rounds, get bored, move on.
Fair enough. Like, having a small
Let me
family is more
see.
expensive, though.
Okay, no, a lot of people have issues with the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a user error in not reading so we didn't learn from our
Yeah,
mistakes.
can't play the game, stuck in menu, can't press any buttons. One of the worst games I have ever played because I'm literally can't do anything. Avoid at all costs.
Did they say literally like that? Literally.
Yes.
Word for
Love
word.
it.
Avoid at
Main
all
menu
costs.
keeps freezing. Local play doesn't work.
That's
It's
the one thing
not
you'd want.
possible to play local co-op. So yeah, I think again it was great. It clearly had backing at the time. It looks
Lego.
really cool, and then
does.
it's just abandonware. It's unfortunate it happens.
It's very much unfortunate. Yeah, at which point does that game, or at which point should it be delisted, or at least not, you know, have a big red button that says this game hasn't been supported for seven years? Don't.
But
Steam
that's
is
why.
putting in an update.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
for
to know.
stuff exactly like that.
But I think it's a very good tip, this. I never even thought, I mean, obviously look at an old game, you know, like when was the last update, but that's still fine if it's an old game and it works. If it's an old game and it doesn't work, or there's nobody playing it and it's only a multiplayer, then red flags, of
Yeah.
course.
The multiplayer aspect.
But I think that's so funny to hear because, like, I mean, I never buy a Steam game and my library is huge without first going through and checking it out. It's like crazy for me to think that somebody would go in, look at the screenshots and just click buy.
No, of course you look at the bug. Is
you
it
must do
positive?
the
Mostly
research.
positive?
No! Positive means nothing. Positive on Steam is like basically negative. If you if you see a game that's positive, you have to go look why, because it is so incredibly to be very positive on Steam. You only need like a 52% approval rating. So, like, if you're just positive, why are you just positive? What did you do wrong? You must know these things.
No, I mean, these are good. I feel like I'm getting schooled now.
Oliver should be here for this.
Yeah, so we all feel like we've learned something. This has been an educational episode. Thank you. And also financially sound advice, how to save money.
How to save
Also,
24 rand at a
return
time.
games, especially abandonware like that. Steam has the greatest refund policy of all the platforms. Say what you want about Steam, their refund
That's
policy
cool.
is great. So long as you have not played more than 2 hours, you can refund it, no questions asked. They'll either pay the money back into your bank account or your Steam wallet. So when there's another sale, you can just get a game.
Look, I'm going to try this Lego game, and I'm probably going to refund it then.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's great because even
And
at
Oliver
like
should do the
50
same.
rand, it means next time there's a good sale, you can get Bud Spencer slaps and
Two.
beans too.
even if it's not on special, that would, you see, now living the high life here. Can buy things
Yeah.
at full price.
You've invested
No,
in
that's
your
a great
future
idea.
self.
That's a great idea. Or the other thing I used to do from time to time is just put in $100 here and there in my account, Steam wallet, and then it's like a little savings account just for games. It makes me feel so grown up.
That's cute. I do that with my League account.
100% we do that with League. Lol. I was just about to say that, then I was like, no, but we can't talk about League again or we're just gonna bone.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up.
I don't even know what to say.
Next topic.
Okay, well, we need to wrap this up, but let's wrap this up. Let's segue this in the most horrible way to the magazine launch next week. So, guys, the magazine is now available for pre-order.
Yes, it is. The one
was
that
going to
I
do it.
showed for a brief second last week.
We've now. I'm trying to share my screen here.
It's coming.
We want to talk about it, or we want to say something about the event next week. While
I just want to say, if anybody is watching this and they're like, wow, the team seems kind of like quiet and tired this week, it's because of this magazine launch mixed with the event. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're trying to put on an epic event. You know, got to get everything sorted. We've got to get people the games so they can play it. We've got to have cool things. We've got to have snacks. We've got to have tables and chairs and swag.
Got to
So
remember
putting
to
it all-
actually invite the people.
We haven't
Yeah,
even
that's a
got
big
A
to
one.
million
Just-
things.
I'm just kidding.
We're still busy. We're actually literally still busy inviting people. But guys, if you do a pre-order in your Joburg base, there's a chance that you can also unlock yourself a little invite.
Yes.
And the best way I mean, obviously we're going to choose at random, but make some noise on social media and let us know if you're keen to come, if you've pre-ordered and you're Joburg based. It'll just make our choosing, make it easier for us to choose some names. So keep that in mind. And there's some bundle options available as well. I think the best bundle option is definitely that cover bundle where you get some discount from buying two and you get both. And I definitely think this is a kind of bundle. Once you see the gold fall on that cover, it's the kind of thing you want to frame side by side with it spread open like that. So you actually want 3 magazines. So you can have
I didn't even
next to
think
each other.
about that,
and,
but that is true.
That is true.
I made Larry buy 2, and now I'm like, what have I done? That is true.
You're gonna have to buy.
there
one
might
for
be
yourself.
1 or 2 up for grabs at the launch event. So who knows, Ariel? You might score yourself a free magazine.
But it's very cool. Pre-order it, read it, stand a chance to win an entry to our event and other prizes. Lots of other prizes. So
Some other prizes, yeah.
some.
No, I'm
other
very excited
prizes.
about this one. I can't wait to see the final product in our hands. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is very beautiful. Aesthetically, I firmly think it's our most beautiful looking cover yet.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's going to look even better with, like I said, the final product is going to just have that touch of just something awesome on there.
But we've
Goodness.
been on a roll. I feel like we've had really good covers.
I think the next one I'm not going to say anything.
And can
We're
I
gonna
just say,
up the game
Not-
again.
not to go into politics or anything, but like, I don't understand why people feel so firmly about things that they're not willing to like just be like, oh, it's so pretty. Because I don't like COD. I don't enjoy COD. I don't like COD. I like nothing about COD. And yet, our Call of Duty cover was so sexy. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, that's so good. And I don't like the game. I would never imagine wanting to display anything Call of Duty in my office, and yet I have that
There
issue
you
up
have
on
it.
my wall because I'm like, it's so sexy.
Yeah, look, yeah. Let's not get into that. That's a debate in its own. I just, it's sadly people who's sad. I don't know which way around it is, but yeah, it's always the loudest voices that feel they must
I'm
get
just
heard.
saying, it doesn't matter.
Hashtag.
But like, look at the beautiful art. Regardless of anything else, that art is beautiful. It's a freaking stunning cover. It's so
No, it is
pretty.
gorgeous. No, it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Len also asked me to remind everybody, or at least to announce, that we'll also have Joey from Beneath the Surface, our in-house tattoo artist and artist extraordinaire, there next week. Which means there's going to be some free tattoos up for grabs. And Ariel, are you ready for your first one?
She's
I've
got
Your
a
second
got a
one?
tattoo. I've got.
Oh, do you? Oh, so I thought you said you didn't want to do it because you don't want to harm your body. But so you've done it before, so you are going to get another one this.
What?
So you are going to get one with us next week.
I'll see.
Okay. We're just checking.
I'm the
Cody,
one
do you have a NAG?
I don't have any
you
tattoos.
have. You do. You've got a
No.
few.
Me and Cody both don't have NAG tattoos because both of us have tattoo ambitions and dreams.
So you actually have a plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's see how strong
I
that
have
plan
a
is
plan.
I've got
next
a
week.
plan.
It's like a 10-year plan, or what is? We're not talking about retirement here, guys. We're talking
I am doing a full horror movie character leg. That's
Nice.
my
Have you
plan.
started?
cool.
Have you even
But
started?
hyper realistic.
But you know what we can do? We can give you something to cover up in the meantime. So have some, and then you just cover them up with your big dark horror sleeve. Anyway, so the news is Joey's going to be there. I can't wait to add another patch to because mine is all about milestones and memories and gaming, right? So for the covers, I've had almost everyone as a little symbol. Just need to catch up on the first two. So yeah, I think it'll be fun to have a little memento of the Shadows cover forever.
I
in
love
the
how
Old-
this went from you've had one done for every cover to you
Until-
have to still catch up the first two.
Well, no. I've got the NAG logos. Remember, it's just
Yeah.
I like the idea that we did with that little round symbol, or those little icons we did with the Call of Duty board last year. So it just made me think, yeah, like a little symbol for each
That
cover would
is
be
cool.
good. But who knows?
And then when we go to monthly, we're gonna end up with also a full sleeve just of logos.
Just of little things, yeah. Look, damn, maybe I should relook.
You
look at
see
that
why we
idea.
can't give in, Cody? Because that's what it's gonna turn into. If we give in once, every magazine they're gonna want us to get one.
That's true.
I'll-
But you guys are still young.
Think about an over-encompassing thing. That's not every cover. Maybe just a.
Or just find a
something-
spot like under your arm where nobody's going to see it, and then it doesn't really matter.
He gems.
Oh, that's true. You don't want when you lift. You want people to see those.
That's the only time they get to
Markings.
see those tattoos. So worth it.
Worth it. Okay, this conversation is degrading horribly now, guys. So we're gonna have tattoos there at the event next week. Pre-order your magazine and let us know on social media. You know, if you feel like you are the person to join us, we want to hear about it. And then you might crack an invite. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nobody of really massive international significance is going to be there. It's just all local people.
What do you
I mean, I'm
Mr.
gonna be there.
Pencils.
And I feel like I
Mr.
have
Pencils is gonna be
international
there.
significance.
So that's another thing. Yeah, no, you're true. You're right. No, Mr. Pencils, he provided us, he was commissioned by Ubisoft to produce a sketch, like a line art. How would you define it? Line artwork for the shadows. And yeah, there's going to be limited prints, 500 prints available to random orders. And he's also going to sign some next week. So that's going to be a nice exclusive to have if you are going to be there. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much, team.
And you're not selling this event at all properly. And you get to hang out with us. And I feel like that should be your actual reason. I mean, if people like us enough to literally sit and listen to the podcast, surely they'll like us more in person. That's all I'm saying.
That means we're one step away from setting up a booth at Comic-Con and people can buy tickets to come and sign.
We should. We just sign our magazines.
Yes.
And tattoo NAG caps on bald people.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I don't know how big your audiences are, guys. I'm just here to produce a magazine. So let's see next week. Let's see who gets the most signature requests.
Cool. We're in.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Wait. I want to pull a Oliver. One more thing. Remember to go to shop.nag.co.za.
Put the pop-up on.
I was trying to do it, and I couldn't do it. So nicely. There we go. Shop.nag.co.za. You can grab the magazine there, pre-order it, and you have it in your hands as early as next week. Ariel's already started to work.
Exciting.
Or did you order another magazine?
No, I just got somebody who WhatsApped me who was clearly watching and was like, I need game recommendations, please. I like slow-paced games.
That's a good
I was like, oh.
Besiege. Or slaps and chips.
Slaps and
slow-paced. I like slaps and chips. Slap chips. Okay, guys. Have a luck afternoon. Enjoy your gaming, and we'll chat to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay, we're off. I think we're off. Can we talk about now?